Welcome to the Activation Nation podcast. I'm your host, Mindy Trimble. This week's episode is a little different and very special. We're taking the time to honor and remember an incredible leader and friend, Maria Williams. As her son Isaiah shared, Maria was sweet and loving, a trailblazer, a matriarch, and most importantly, a total badass. Anyone who knew Maria understands exactly what he meant. She had this beautiful way of making people feel seen, believed in, and capable of more than they thought possible. Friends described her as spicy, quick-witted, and the biggest believer in those around her. Others shared that she was a bright light, a gentle soul, and someone whose love for her family and community was unmistakable. Maria left a footprint in the hearts of so many people. In this episode, we want to revisit an inspirational message Maria shared at a LifeVantage event in 2022. A message that reflects the passion, strength, and belief that she carried into everything that she did. So today, we honor Maria by letting her voice and her message continue to inspire. Here is that message.
Hello, LifeVantage. Hasn't today been so amazing so far? Oh my goodness, my heart is full, and we've got some more New Englanders, some more Massachusetts in the house, so wicked smart. Yes, you'll hear my accent. I think it's stronger than Dan's. I don't know how. But I'm so grateful and excited to be here with you and humbled to be able to share with you my story. You know, my story starts in network marketing. My first exposure was when I was in my 20s. But I ignored it. I didn't see the vision, the possibility. I only knew about working 9 to 5 and being an employee. So I spent the next 20 plus years working in human resources in the manufacturing sector, as Kristen told you. But it wasn't 9 to 5, it was 7 to 7. I didn't see my 2 boys growing up, and I can't even look at the pictures because I'll be bawling up here. I missed out on so much. I was stressed out and tired all the time from all those hours and trying to be a mom. I wanted out, but I didn't know how to get out. Then 2008 happened. Bad economy. The US economy was a mess. My husband's whole department, he worked in the insurance industry, was eliminated for restructuring. We lived on the East Coast, and he got a transfer to the West Coast. I told him I would only move if I didn't have to work anymore. I wanted to be a present mom. My boys were going into their teenage years, and I knew nothing about the area we were moving to. So I felt that I needed to be around. I needed to be present. We had no family and friends to help me get them to school, to sports practices, or everything else that we had going on. My husband agreed, and I thought, I'm retiring, yay! After living in Arizona, though, for about a year, I was like, I want to go back home and see my mom and dad, my family, my sisters are my best friends. And so I told my husband that, and he said the magic words. Can anybody guess? Okay, let's get you on a budget. I'm like, a budget? He has lost his mind. I have worked since I was 16 years old, have always been very independent. This budget thing was not sitting well with me. Retirement was over. 1 year. Wow, that was so fast. I'm telling you this, find people's pain point. Find their needs. I wanted more time as a mom. That's all I wanted. I didn't know how to get it. So the best invite for me was to show me a way that I could have time, the time that I wanted with my boys and work around their lives. Manifest the ready, willing, and able. So I started asking God, what can I do part-time to support my family and have that extra income? Whatever it was, I had to have the flexibility to be present for my children. They had started enjoying having warm breakfasts instead of cold cereal. My son asked me, will you be able to make breakfast for us? Will we see you in the morning? When I told him I was going to get a job. With that question, I knew I had to work around their schedule, whatever I was going to do next. I was ready. I asked God to show me something, and a week later, like it just blows my mind how this happens. Ask and you shall receive. My neighbor, my angel, Carrie Williams, I shouldn't have looked at Carrie, came over and showed me an ABC investigative report. As I watched that video, I heard a voice saying, "Here it is." It was a God whisper. But how am I going to make money with this, I thought. How am I going to do this? This is so foreign to me. I'm not a salesperson, but it does give me flexibility that I've been asking for. I can do it on my own time. I had always wanted to own my own business. I was very passionate about health and wellness because a few years back, I had a health scare. So I fell in love with these products, and I let that passion to help others help me overcome any fears that crept up. Even my biggest fear, can you guess? Public speaking. So if I can stand here and do this, and I haven't passed out yet, you can all do it. But there was one moment that shifted everything for me. Yeah, I became a distributor, but I wasn't 100% in yet. The moment I decided that I was going to be successful, it was when we went school shopping with my two boys. And my youngest son, Noah, looked at the sneakers at the bottom, and he went to the top, and he says, "I want those." They were the most expensive sneakers. And I couldn't get them for him, right? Because I walked away from a six-figure income, and I couldn't get him those sneakers. That broke my heart as a mom. I decided at that moment that I was 100% full out going to do this. I kept my eye on the prize, and it was my boys and my husband. The goals and the dreams of our family. We love to travel. For 7 years, I have been gone every weekend from September to December. Every weekend gone. Why? Watching swim meets and football. That hug, I think it's there, that is the last football game that I attended. And it's all because of this, that we could go every weekend. I heard another distributor talk about going to their son's football game and never missing one. So when my son got into that, I said, I'm never going to miss my kids' events. So I invite you, I was willing and able to do whatever it took to achieve my dream. So I invite you to do the same. Stay laser focused on what you want. Taking daily action and sharing the whole story from your heart and with passion left me with this amazing team, and it can happen for you. Remember the sneakers I couldn't get? Well, 13 months later, I hit Pro 7. But I wasn't working, so I poured all my time into it. So I know people are working full-time and part-time. So be patient with yourself, but it is possible. And when we went school shopping that next year, I told my sons, pick out whatever sneakers you wanted. So my little one again, I told him he needs to be a billionaire at the rate he's going. My son, he couldn't decide, Noah couldn't decide the red or the right ones. So I said, you can get both. He looked at me like, what? Yes, you can get both. I got both. I got to be a present mom and build my successful business. You can get both, whatever you want. Thank you so much. Thank you, Todd Williams, for where you are in heaven looking down upon us, for always supporting Carrie and I so we could go on our crazy adventures and build our team together. Remember, the shot never taken will never score a point. So let's take all the shots and have the best darn life and build a legacy for families around the world. Love you so much. Be hungry, be passionate, be grateful. I love you all. I love you, my team, wherever you are around the world. Love you.
Maria, thank you for the light you brought into this world and for the legacy you leave behind. And to her family, our hearts are with you. Thank you for joining me for this week's episode of Activation Nation. We'll see you all next week.